Dom and Josh are missing for this round, and they could be for the rest of the season. So it's prime time for Andrew Hunt to secure 5th. Will the masterclass he had earlier this week give him the knowledge to really score those big points?
Sibley made pole count as he headed Hackworth and Del Pizzo with Cox, Golding and Hucknall behind them. A half-hearted move from Hackworth saw Del Pizzo close straight back on them as Cox now dropped back in his defence of 4th against Golding. It was tit for tat as Del Pizzo gave Hackworth a run for his money. Sibley kept control of the race, but Hackworth and Del Pizzo were keeping him honest. Ben Leslie showed he still has the speed with the fastest lap of the race. Sibley's first appearance in the heats results in a win, keeping Hackworth off the top step. How will this affect the championship standings? With another podium from Hackworth and with Golding unable to finish higher than 5th, the gap is down to just 37 points. Richard Lacey hauled in another decent bag of points and is now placed 3rd in the championship. A fantastic result from Tom Sibley in his first heats appearance this year, taking the win. It only places him 22nd overall and makes you wonder just where he'd be if he'd had a few more heats rounds under his belt. And whilst he wasn't able to move up to 5th, Andrew Hunt did manage to move one more step up the leaderboard from 7th to 6th. Following 2 wins and a 3rd place in the preceding heats, Carter was once again on pole ahead of Pender, Bennett and Clark. Carter was forced wide at the start and received a friendly tap from Pender, dropping to 2nd behind Bennett. On lap 2, Carter tried to take Bennett on the inside, but Bennett kept ahead. An off for Peter Gillett brought out the yellows for 2 laps and neutralised the battle. Once the green flags were out, Carter went on the attack, but Bennett fended him off for a number of laps until Carter got the better of him going into turn 1. Pender was also in the hunt, making it an exciting 3-way battle at the front. Carter pulled out a lead and left Bennett and Pender to joust it out for 2nd. Pender eventually got past. Carter took another dominant win as Pender and Bennett raced hard right up into the finish line, just a cat's whisker between them. With Pender and Bennett managing to keep Zaustovic off the podium, Carter's lead extends to 79 points. Bennett moves back up to 3rd and Pender up to 4th, dropping Vincent 2 places down to 5th. Andy Archer, Ben Etchells and Malcolm Clark all move up 2 places, 10th, 11th and 12th respectively. As the Inters warmed up their tyres ready for the start, it was deemed there was not enough of a gap between them, causing a false start. There needs to be a cart's length between them. At the restart, Holmes led away from Trunley and Cousins, with Knapp immediately pressurising Cousins for 3rd, taking him on the inside of turn 5 and making it stick through turn 6. Cousins was then under pressure from Alcock, with a gap back to Joannou, who was leading the mid-pack. Lap 3, and Simon Gibson got stuck on turn 3, dropping him from 8th to the back of the pack. Curtis was on the move again, sweeping past Joannou for 7th place. Holmes was beginning to gap Trunley as he marched on to certain victory, with Knapp holding a steady 3rd. Holmes took the checkered flag, 4.2 seconds ahead of Trunley, and Knapp made a 2nd appearance on the podium.
Everybody look at the video camera. We're not friends. Just pretend for Facebook.
Joe Holmes ekes out another 8 points over Trunley, taking the gap to 100, with Cousins a further 100 points behind in 3rd. Chris Alcock and Alan Curtis move up to 5th and 6th, with absentees James Bentley and Slavomir Piscors dropping to 7th and 9th. Andrew Knapp's 3rd place moves him up to 8th overall.
Well, that's all from the racing here at Sandown Park. Don't forget, you can follow us on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook for all the latest news, views, events, updates and videos. And we'll see you next time at Clay Pigeon for round 8.